All right, so I want to talk about part two of what I was talking about yesterday about energy. You know what I'm saying? This was just this made me think, bro. So like if you're giving out energy and you're not getting anything in return, then you got to drop it out. You got to drop it out of your life. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a give and take, man. Because in order to give, you got to get according to the energy of what I'm talking about, according to the spectrum of what I'm talking about. In order to give, you got to get, dude. So and you're like, oh, you're not putting out, you're not putting out. So it's according to like what measure, to what spectrum of what you believe, right? Well, maybe not. Like, how do you know your energy spectrum is according to the others? So it's like, you got your own energy aura, but another person has their energy aura. So yeah, it just made me think like like energy, like order and chaos. You know what I'm saying? So what about that? Yin and yang, order and chaos. You know, there's the crazy energy of complexity, everything happening seemingly randomly. But where's the order within that? Is there order within the chaos? Or is it literally 100% like a whole nother spectrum, a whole nother layer, you know, above or below? You know what I mean, though? So this is like I'm trying to understand the conflict of humanity with energy fields. You know what I mean? Because like this person is really strong and he's fervent on on his or her belief of like your energy's toxic. Your energy's toxic. Well, your energy's toxic to that person's belief system of the spectrum of energy fields. This person's an energy vampire. How do you define an energy vampire? It's you guys. You got to look at this without judgment. It's literally like okay, one plus one equals two. It's one of those things. So you can't judge the one or the other one that equals two. You see what I'm saying? This is basic logic, common sense. You can't judge the one or the other side of the one. The plus sign is that division that divides the other one. You know what I'm saying? In terms of like the mirror image is exactly what it is. So it's like when you look at it, it's like, okay, well, the one is the one. So if you're looking at me and I'm a one and I'm looking at you and you're a one, who am I to say that you're a zero? You know what I mean? Like when as soon as I bring in the mentality of judgment and say you're a zero instead of a one, because one plus one is two. It is what it is. When you have repeatable events that happen, I'll just think of some basic stuff, man, like stuff that is like 100% proof. Man, the intelligence, I can't even do it. I won't even do it because the intelligence of humanity, the fleshly mind, will try to something will come up to try to confuse it. So I don't want to confuse you because your own flesh. I don't want to activate your fleshly mind. I'll put it like that. But when you do something, you're going to get something in return. When something happens, you're going to get something to happen. So I'm trying to get you to spot this reality of like, wait a minute, one plus one doesn't equal two here. Because if you can get beyond, because it can be you as the problem. You could be the problem, and you could be like, these people are toxic. These people are, they're energy vampires. When really they're not, right? So it's a judgment. When you start to judge, I'm trying to get you into the pure raw energy field. One plus one equals two, in the spectrum of the energy field, bro. So don't be a zero. Don't be a zero and start judging because when you start judging and picking things apart and start analyzing other people's hearts and minds, you have externalized your own energy field. Therefore, you have imprinted your own energy field. Now, how do you know? Can you be so sure that your energy field is pure and noble and holy and righteous and light and pure love? Because love is the thing that is just 100%, right? But like you can be like, "Oh, I love my brother. I love my brother." Well, your actions don't really line up. Your emotions towards your brother don't really line up, bro. Your energy field, the people who are empathetic and sympathetic to the energy field, bro, it don't line up. The second we see, it's not judgment, it's a reaction of the action that you're putting out from your own aura, your own energy field, right? So when 1,000 people say, because the whole 1,000 people could be wrong against this one person. And I say the word against, but when we have a witness and a realization, like, okay, this guy's obviously putting off what? A negative energy, right? It's not about judgment, but it's about a realization, because realization is key. You know what I'm saying? This is part two. So it's like, well, something must be going on. Something could be going on right here. You know what I'm saying? Something could possibly be going on. So how do you look at that person? You know what I'm saying? Don't look at it as judgment of like, oh, this guy's obviously toxic, right? Everybody, all the friends, all the family sees it. We all that might be, but there can still be a mass psychosis of false belief of like, follow the crowd. Hey, this guy's toxic. Oh yeah, you know, and then this guy, and then you get a crowd of people believing something about a person, then boom, there it comes. This is high school. This is basically high school energy. You know what I mean? Don't be in the high school energy. See it for what it is. See it for what it is, as factual, without judgment. Don't judge yourself. The second you can look outside of yourself, it's the second you've become like a realized person of like, yo, realization is like you realize, you see what's going on. You know you've leveled up in a sense, in wisdom, when you realize that you could also be the culprit of the problem. You could be a contributing factor of the problem. So therefore, it causes you to do your mental check and your heart check. Where am I at? Am I truly in a state of love, peace, and harmony, or am I the antagonist here? Right? Because I'm telling you, the heart is easily deceivable. By who? The most greatest person that can deceive your heart is yourself. So, oh, he's toxic, she's toxic, I can't be around that person. It might be you, bro. And nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that, because it's like, how dare you say it's me? Then when you have that mentality, because this is going to cause you to have a self-realization of seeing this, then the problem might actually be you. It's like, if you're offended, it might actually be some serious stuff going on. This is pure mathematical energy equation thought process that we all need to analyze within our own mind, will, and emotions, our souls. There's so many videos going around. He's toxic. This is how to get rid of soul ties. This is how to do this, how to do that. Bro, love kills everything. Love kills everything that is not meant to be. When you harmonize yourself in love, you're not going to be out here judging or picking apart your brother, bro. You're not going to be out here judging and picking apart your brother. Because the second you do that, you have elevated yourself above. The Bible says to look at yourself as lesser. Look at other people, everybody, as better than you. Look at everybody as better than you. This is a safeguard to pride. You know when people are walking in pride. You know, this is a thing that God put in us, this common sense, knowledge, and wisdom and understanding. You see it, but you, at the same time, you don't judge it. You see it. You see the zero. But when you see the zero, you solve the problem. You solve the problem by what? Showing love. Showing love is the cure to cancer. Laughter is the cure. It's the ultimate medicine. But what dries up the bones? A crushed spirit. So you see the zero, you see the crushed spirit within a man or woman. You know the equation, you know what to do. Put your energy field out there, bro. But the second you latch on to that zero that is emanating, 0 plus 0 equals what? What do you get? Nothing. Nothing. But when you have a 1 and a 1 in harmony, the one, Jesus Christ, the one, what do you get? 1 plus 1 equals 2, bro. That's multiplication of love. When you have an energy field of love and an energy field of love, you have a twin flame. What do you get? If you could see the astral realm of two beings in love, of two human beings being in love, you would see that aura field gather together, and it would extrapolate into a multiplication factor that isn't like I'm not gonna give you an actual number. It's gonna be a multiplication factor. So that when you see conflict on the external realm that every flesh and blood, carnal nature human being can still see, analyze yourself first and don't judge. Look at yourself and just see, where are you operating from? Are you operating from love, truly love, or are you like deceived within love? You got to get your Because look, all humans know there's no excuse, bro. We know what love is. If you don't know what love is, it could be possibly you're being influenced. Because you know what I'm saying is like the deception of love. You be like, oh, I love my brother, but yet you're picking him apart and judging him and condemning him and saying he's going to hell and all this other stuff. And then you turn around and say I love my brother at the same time. I'm trying to help, and you're picking him apart and throwing stones at him, saying you got to do this, you got to do that, you can't do this, you got to throw that away, you got to. You're it's judgmental law perspective mind mentality towards him. You're imprinting that law mentality on him. Love cures, love kills the law. Love overcomes the law. Love overcomes all that crap. So you see the equalization of the energy field and the equalization of one and one. You have the X, you have the plus sign in the middle, you have the cross in the middle, 1 + 1 = 2. Bro.